You've got a song that you love, you want to cover it. Maybe it's associated already with you or your styling and you want to see what you can do to cover that song specifically. That's what we talk about today, the ins and outs of creating a cover song for you using somebody else's material. This is a tutorial from Open Mic UK on artist development. I'm Alan Spicer. Let's talk about covers. Now, as some of you may have experienced, you may have your very own YouTube channel, you upload videos, it causes problems, or you hear about people getting their videos flagged and taken down and money taken away from them. Now, cover songs can be beneficial. It can be a way for people to find you, it can be a way for you to establish your sound and make a connection. Your favourite artist may have even used cover songs in the past, or even samples, that kind of thing. I know a good couple of my favourite artists, including Eminem, have used samples or generated covers, but you need to pay attention to licensing before you just go cover things. I have talked about royalties previously. There's going to be a video up here, somewhere in the iCard or in the description down below. But let's break this down. What is a cover song? Covers, cover songs, or cover versions are performances based on existing material released by somebody else. You do not need permission to cover a song live. After all, PRS normally covers that, but if you want to specifically sing a song as a cover outside a live performance, then that's when you'll need permission. It's done by getting permissions from the right holder. That, in the UK, is normally through the MCPS. Copyright is attributed to the original songwriter, and then once you've got a license, then that's your permission. So if anyone comes to flag your videos or your recording and send some nasty recording letters, then you've got that thing to back you up. Your cover song license is your protection. A new recording of an existing song requires a license, referred to as a compulsory mechanical license. This is where the copyright owner is obliged to give you a license, and then you use that song under specific set rules. After all, the original creator has the right to control who makes additional recordings of their song. Although it's not always compulsory to receive permission when a song has never been written, so therefore if it's never been performed, but it's somewhere on song paper, then there you go, you don't necessarily need a license there. There needs to be a public release of that piece of work first. After all, if it's not been commercially released, you can't get a compulsory license. Also, the license normally only covers the song in itself and not a reproduction of a video, a music video. You can't seriously change the lyrics or the melody, but there is room for interpretation. So how do you get permission and how do you release it? The explosion of social media networks mean that people are hopping on the idea. They can distribute quite easily. And platforms like SoundCloud and YouTube have seen a boom in licensing over the years. And there's a very good reason why. Like, these original artists have seen huge popularity in that song, maybe even boosting them to fame. It's their one-hit wonder. It's their initial foot through the door. And in that light, if that person is successful or that song is booming, then you creating a cover version of that might help you lift, might get you noticed at the same time, or get you noticed in the same sphere, the same sound, the same genre. Although covering a song can be the easy bit, you sit down with your instrument, you sing, it's the licensing that can cause the problems. So you focus on three things. 1, get the license that allows you to record. 2, get an international standard recording code. This distinguishes your cover from anybody else's. 3, when distributing, make sure you are set up for performer royalties. Now there's 2 places that I know that you can license a song from. Songfile, this is a cover sharing site. It uses mechanical licensing and you pay them specifically for that license. Normally around about $16 per track. Or you can try DistroKid, which is also a kind of distribution network. They can help you distribute over Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes. They normally charge around about $12 a track and they distribute the royalties for you between you and the original artist. So overall, it can be done. You see so many people hop on YouTube, record a cover. Now, if you're okay with the original artist coming along and claiming that whole video, me speaking as a YouTube expert, some people use that as a loss leader. Something that brings them in views, gives them attention, but doesn't make them money. That way they get to hear Katie, the amazing singer that sings that song in her raspy style and it's beautiful, but she didn't make money off of that. But you are aware that she now has an album, or you know now that she has a gig. Alternatively, you hunt out those licenses, you do it properly, or perform live doing the same thing, and then that way you can make your own slice of the money, your own slice of the pie off of the advertisements being served against it. Of course, you'll need to know more about royalties. There is a video here. Watch the playlist of more artist development tutorials, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Goodbye.